Okay, what you're seeing right now is our repair crew, in-house plumbing company's repair crew, entering into a house to do a fresh water leak repair under the slab, commonly called slab leak repair. What you're seeing there is the actual water coming out of the pipe. What you saw before was a situation where the guy set up plastic on the floor. We put plastic up from the entry area into the house to the actual location where we jackhammer through the slab. We use a wet towel, old t-shirt, rag, something like that. We actually wet it and attach it to the jackhammer or lay it on the floor while we're jackhammering to actually keep the dust down, which they did, and they were jackhammering whenever you saw the video start. You saw where the leak, the water was actually coming out of the hole. Right now they're in the process of cutting that pipe loose, so that we can take the section of pipe that is no good, that's got a hole in it, out. Here you will actually see the actual hole. You can see that there's a small hole in there. These holes, there could have been, and most likely it looks like there was a dent in that pipe there, and those dents create weaknesses. They create situations where the water flows over that unevenly and can easily over time create a hole like that. It just corrodes the inside of that pipe down, creates a weak spot, and it just over time blows a pinhole leak out. And that's what you saw there. Right now he's actually cutting the section pipe that we're going to put in there. Now they will begin cleaning the pipe. Cleaning the pipe is extremely important with copper soldering, which he will do here in a little bit. He will actually solder the pipe. It's a special process called silver soldering, which you actually have to do for under slab repairs on copper lines. So they'll clean this pipe as he's doing now. They'll clean these couplings. They're cleaning the inside of the couplings that will actually take the solder onto them. The little cloth that they have in their hand there is called sand cloth. It is a sandpaper type material, special material for plumbers to use. And they will also be cleaning the pipe, the actual pipe down in the hole here in a minute. But cleaning the pipe is extremely important in a situation like this. If you do not get that pipe properly cleaned, the leak will create itself again, and the solder will not take to the actual pipe. You see he's cleaning the pipe now, the actual pipe that is inside the hole, the older pipe on both sides of the piece that he cut out. They will clean that very, very well to make sure that it is good and ready to take the solder, the new solder that they will actually solder. But again, cleaning is very important. You can see that the hole is about 3 foot by 3 foot, give or take a little bit. Is 2 foot by 3 foot, something like that is a normal hole that we make. Some guys make a little bit smaller hole, some guys make a little bit bigger, but that's kind of our hole. You know, the pipe really isn't that deep. It is a misinformation that the pipe is in the concrete. It's very rare to see actual pipe in the concrete. What you see is the pipe is under the concrete, and that's what you can see here. There's dirt all around there, significantly wet soil around there. That was a pretty good sized leak. You can see now that he is actually connecting the new piece of pipe up. It's very important as to how we put that pipe in there to make sure that we've got good connection on both sides. Plenty of pipe under the actual fitting, the copper fitting. So he'll work with that pretty good. The old pipe there is what they call soft copper. Soft copper. It comes in a roll. This new pipe that he just put in is hard copper. It comes in an actual stick. So a little bit different, no big deal. It's the same stuff. It just comes in a little bit different form. And so it took him a little bit to get that connected up, but he got it connected up. Now you see he has lit the torch to go ahead and solder. You see he's got the stick of silver solder in his hand there. He will get that very hot. To be able to silver solder something, you have to get it extremely hot. to be able to silver solder. He will get that very hot. It'll take him a little bit to be able to get that hot enough, and then he will begin to solder it, and that's what you're seeing taking place right now. Once he gets this soldered up, they will then turn on the water and verify that they'll cool it down a little bit first, but then they will go and turn on the water and verify that there's no more leaks, that the repairs that they made are good with no leaks in them, and then they'll also make sure that there's no more leak anywhere else in the house on the water system. So as you can see, again, he is actually soldering it now. You see he's putting that little end right on the joint between the coupling and the actual pipe. And what actually happens there is the solder is sucked into the actual fitting. That's a good solder joint there, very good solder joint. You can see it's actually cooling because it was a little red, and then started to turn blackish. In-House Plumbing Company is our name. This is Jackie, very good plumber, and some of our other repair crew guys. This crew here, this particular crew, has been with us for 6.5 years as we're speaking. Right now they have already tested it. There were no more leaks. Everything was good. They are now putting the dirt back into the hole and getting ready to then go in and put the concrete back down. So they'll make sure that a good amount of dirt gets put back in that hole, and then prep it for the concrete. Here they're mixing the actual concrete. We like to mix it in this manner. Everybody does it a little bit differently, but we're mixing the concrete at this time, and then they will begin, as you see here, taking the concrete, the mixed concrete, back into the house in buckets. They're pouring that concrete there, and then basically you got some sand mix there that they're pouring down on the top. Then they will go ahead and pour the concrete in there. They'll patch that concrete. They'll smooth it all out real good, make sure that everything's good, as you can see here. And then they will begin the cleanup process. We take very extra care or special care at cleanup at the end of a job. It is very important to us how the job looks upon completion. Thank you for listening. Have a good day. We hope to hear from you soon if you have any kind of problem like this.